Yo, what's good everybody? Dokkan here, back with yet another Sparking Zero video. I want to start this video off by saying that I love this game, okay? I absolutely adore it. I play it every single day, non-stop. I have over 150 hours on it by now. And although I enjoy this game, I cannot act like there aren't things that Sparking Zero has done pretty badly or just straight up, just horribly wrong. Alright, so in today's video, we will be going through some of the stuff I think Sparking Zero completely missed with when it comes to the game modes, quality of life stuff, and more like that. But before we get into my public execution for saying something bad about Sparking Zero, please leave a like and subscribe to pray for my well-being from the masses, and let's just start this thing out, shall we? We are gonna start off with a pretty controversial one here, because I know how much people love story modes in anime games, but story mode is one of the most important things for a game like Sparking Zero, alright? And especially if it's quite literally gonna be one of the two single-player modes that you're giving us in this game. I'm not gonna fully shit on it though, and say that they've got like the whole game mode wrong or whatever, giving us so many characters to pick from. Like, bro, you can do a story mode with Jiren and Frieza and Goku Black, alright? It's their own story, what ifs, that is an absolute treat. There's like nothing wrong with that. What I'm really mostly annoyed about in episode battles is the fact that some of the characters just have some massive chunks of their actual story cut out from the game mode. Like, Gohan is an example of this. His story starting out immediately in the Cell Saga, skipping the whole Nappa fight for him and all the fights that he went through on Namek, for example. And Gohan isn't the only character they did this with. Like, Vegeta's fight with Goku on Earth, which is arguably his most iconic fight in the whole series, gets completely skipped because you start out in Namek for him. You could quite literally think Dragon Ball Super Trunks and Dragon Ball Z Trunks are different characters from like different timelines or something, because the Trunks story immediately starts from Dragon Ball Super. Like, you don't go through the most important arc in the character's arc itself, bro. The Android Cell Saga is just skipped from Trunks' story. Don't get me started on the stills, bro. I absolutely hate these things. So many important parts of the story are told just through this little square with no narration. You have to do your own narration, man. They literally don't even show you Vegito fusing for the Future Saga. That man just appears on the next still and you get a little animation of him transforming into blue, and they just call it a day after that. And oh my god, bro, don't get me started on some of these what-if conditions as well, man. Not only do you get like little to no explanation on how to actually get a what-if, but some of these are almost impossible to get, like especially if you're not on the easiest difficulty, which, by the way, I'm pretty sure you can't even get some of the what-ifs if you're playing on the easiest difficulty. Basically, every single one of these what-ifs comes to like, get full power as soon as you can, hit the enemy with an ult, and just do that until the enemy dies. It just, the same exact gameplay for almost every single what-if. One what-if that I really liked though, and that was very, very cool, was that you had to super percept Jace's Ki Blast, right? You had to counter it, you had to slap it away, and then you would get like a what-if route if you did that. And they never used that type of what-if ever again, bro. But speaking of stuff that they never used ever again, we are going to be talking about one of the most baffling decisions in Dragon Ball game history. If you dabbled in a little bit of BT3 in your free time, this name will immediately unlock some hidden memories for you. Mission 100. Mission 100 was an amazing single-player mode, bro, giving you a massive number of actual thematic stages, like going from something as early as OG Dragon Ball villains to fighting up against Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Each of these stages had like different handicaps to them, making you take on the stage with a limited number of characters. Like, I remember a lot of them wanted you to take only 2 characters in the stage, or restricting you to a certain DP value. I think it was like 20 DP or 15 DP. And not only that, but the latter stages of this mode were like actually like proper hard, alright? Especially the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta fight. I remember Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, man, that man could literally get rid of like a full bar of HP from you with only 3 key blasts. Sparking Zero having a record number of characters included in the game would have like upgraded this mode out so much, but the amount of fights you could fit into this and have people play them would have been absolutely insane. Like, just like Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we could have had a Beerus boss, a Jiren boss, a Whis boss who are just one-shotting you, man. They could have, like, also made it possible for you and a friend to be able to take these on as, like, co-op missions, because this is Sparking Zero, bro. You gotta upgrade some stuff. Both of you, like, controlling a character, trying to win against an overpowered boss, but for some goddamn reason, these bozos at Spike, Chunsoft, or Chunsoft, or however you say it, decided to not even think about adding this mode into the game. And this isn't where it ends. Oh no, 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 because where the fuck is survival mode? Where is survival mode? You go to BT3, you look at survival mode. An amazing mode where you can go against endless enemies, bro, for as long as you want, and think, yeah, you know what? Let's just cut that off from the game. Why would we add that into the game? I guess they thought that the World Tournament and story modes, like, were enough? I don't know, man. It feels dumb. They already have the template for these mods in BT3. Very weird decision to not include them in the game. There even was that one training simulator mode, for fuck's sake, man. I'd legit be okay with them just giving us that instead of just doing nothing. And since we are on the topic of getting absolutely nothing, first off, I do want to say that when I talk about customization, I only mean costumes, mostly. I know a lot of people wanted that Xenoverse type of customization, where you would be able to, like, add any super attack to any character in the game. Fuck no. I do not want to go up against a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta with After Image Strike and Explosive Wave. And I sure as hell don't want to see Krillin's bald-headed ass do a Gully Gun. Alright? I'm good on that. The costume customization in the game is basically just the same as BT3. Like, it's literally just a copy-paste from BT3. Each character has their own respective costumes. Some have a lot of them. Some of them... yeah, anyway, but this isn't BT3 anymore. This is motherfucking Sparking Zero, bro. They could have definitely kind of upgraded the costume customization thing to at least make it so MUI Goku, for example, has access to every single one of his costumes. They're like every single one of Goku's costumes. This man has 4 costumes, and 2 of them are literally the same exact costume of him having his tits out. And I'm completely okay with that, alright? But imagine Yardrat MUI Goku, or Saiyan Armor MUI Goku. Like, Ultimate Gohan literally has 0 costumes, bro. Why the fuck can I not use his Piccolo Gi? He literally does that in Superhero. Oh my god, man. Accessories. Welcome to Guess with Alpel Dokkan, where in today's section of the show we will be guessing how many accessories there are in the game. A. 5 accessories. B. 10 accessories. C. 15 accessories. Or D. 20 accessories. If you picked any of these answers, then you are wrong, because the accessories are restricted to the characters that have them on already, so you basically have 0 of them. So fuck you. You want a Halo or a Scouter or like Krillin, for example? Go fuck yourself. You ain't getting any of those, because they are restricted to Frieza Force members and Goku and Gogeta. I mean the Halo. You can put Scouters on Goku and Gogeta as well. I know this is more of a nitpick than an actual massive thing, but I just want to use a Halo on Ultimate Gohan, bro. I think that looks cool. Alright, I think a Halo looks cool. Can a man not use a Halo? Now, we get to a part of the video where I feel most of you guys are probably gonna disagree with me here, but it's fine. I'm ready to take on all of y'all. Alright, I'll be moving like Bardock against the whole Frieza Force. I mean, don't mind the fact that he died at the end, alright? I will be reverse jumping all of y'all. But there's one game mode that was so hyped up, and in my opinion, came out to be pretty disappointing. First of all, I do want to say I am very, very thankful to the devs for creating something like this. What ifs have been part of Dragon Ball culture for so long, man. Like, bro, I remember being like 10 years old, seeing what would happen if Goku was fucking trapped with Vegeta in the time chamber, alright? And And being able to create these types of what-if stories as our own stories is just absolutely amazing. But the mode itself just feels... I don't know, man, it feels bland. I don't know how else to properly explain it. It just feels like you are gated from doing most of the stuff that you really want to do, because the lines that are in there, you are probably just never going to use them. They just feel very, very pointless. Like 90% of the lines in there are just something you would not actually use in an actual fighting scenario. I feel like a lot of the scenes as well with the characters, where you have like characters standing or characters punching each other, they just don't work. It just feels awkward. I don't know how to really explain it, man. It just feels too bare bones. You don't have too many choices, which does sound very dumb because there's over 5,000 lines in that thing, alright? But it doesn't really matter with like 4K of these lines you can't even use. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most of the stuff in there as well just doesn't work. For example, like forced transformations. I had Trunks once, and I enabled forced transformation on him, so whenever future Gohan died, Trunks would actually have to transform immediately as soon as he hits the battlefield, and it just didn't work. I don't know why, that shit just didn't work at all. I don't know, man. Look, maybe I'm not creative enough. Maybe it's like my fault, alright? But that's my opinion on it. I feel like they could have done way more in the what-if section of this game. And I get it. Like, I get why they are not giving us free reign on this mod. I mean, there's just so many degenerates out there who would do some dumbass shit if we had free reign of just writing whatever we wanted to. Give us that writing and just censor stuff, right? Just censor stuff, just ban people. You can definitely like ban people out of it, right? If they're doing some dumbass shit. I mean, there already are some very dumbass what-ifs right there, right? But it just feels so bland. It just feels so bland, and that's what I think about it. You can fucking kill me, you can do whatever you want, man. Whatever. I will die on this hill that what-ifs are very disappointing in this game. Last thing I want to talk about here is something that is a massive part of this game and will be a massive part of it for years to come, and that is... getting online right in any game is always gonna be a massive struggle, alright? Especially in a game with over 180 characters, but I'm not gonna be talking about the actual meta in the game, alright? Because honestly, as much as people might disagree with me here, I think the meta is actually fine. It could definitely use some changes. Add key sickness. Nerf key blast spamming. But you can definitely win, even with the weaker characters. I literally had a video out the other day absolutely destroying an S-rank MUI Goku with like Krillin. But you know what usually happens when you do that sort of stuff? People rage quit over and over and over again. And on first glance, that's not a problem. That's even a funny thing, right? Yeah, it would be if I actually got rewarded for making people quit. I get no points from it. The other guy loses no points from it. There's the match frequency rating thing, but that has got to be the most useless sack of shit added to this game, because it literally does nothing but give you just a higher timer of you finding a match. It just does nothing. You can still abuse that shit to actually rank up. I've got so many Z-rank people I've gone up against who are ass at the game. I beat them, and at the last moment, they rage quit. They get out of there because they know they're not gonna lose their rank. And you better hope you're not playing on Xbox or you're from a niche region, because you'll be playing the same exact two people every single day, all the time. Because for some godforsaken reason, a 2024 anime fighting game is missing crossplay. Which makes it so unless you're in the US, you'll never be able to actually create a full lobby for an online world tournament. There's also no rollback in the game, so unless both of the players actually have the crispiest connection known to mankind, you will be suffering in the laggiest, most bullshit match you've ever played in your life. There's also this one online mode which I will forever have beef with until they actually fix this shit, bro, because it's unacceptable. Quick search player matches. From the name itself, you realize that this mode is something that you will like immediately get you into a matchmaking process and get you up against someone else with nothing in line. Like, if you don't want to play ranked, and if you don't want to wait in a player match lobby for other people to finish, then this is a very good mode. I mean, it would be a very good mode if it actually worked this way. Even when doing quick search, you still get put on a lobby with multiple people on it and still are forced to wait for others to finish their matches. Quick search, my ass, bro. This shit is as useful as KSI's bandana, because no matter how much you try to hide your flaws with this mode, we will always know your sins. Spark, Chunsoft. But that was the stuff I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I know this video sounded like I hate this game. I can assure you, I don't. I love this game. The moment I'm done writing this script, I will jump into a ranked match and go on for like 5 hours. And I will be enjoying the hell out of it. And so should you. Even though I said all this, you can still enjoy this game, because at the end of the day, criticizing and pointing out flaws in something you enjoy and wanting for it to be better truly shows how much you actually love it. It's been your boy, Alpel Dokkan. Hope y'all have an amazing day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.